Hi! I promise this title isn't as weird as it seems. Just hear me out. How many videos have I had to say that? Someone tweeted at me a while back saying you need a girlfriend to keep you awake, and I replied saying I am accepting applications. And everyone thought, haha, that's funny. I wasn't joking. And just over a week later, I tweeted out saying I was not f***ing around, I am now accepting girlfriend applications, and here is a link to the form. So, you know, as one does, let's have a look how many responses we have. How many? 3,300? It's only been a day. So yeah, here is my girlfriend application. Let's just have a quick look through. I've designed this with a few little quirks, but overall I think it's pretty good. Girlfriend application. It has come to my attention that a number of people wish to be my partner. I think the only way I could possibly decide is with the stupidest way possible, through an application. It says girlfriend application, but any gender or sexual orientation is welcome. Of course, I got a few tweets of people saying, oh, Connor, your audience is underage. Where? Shut up. I know, okay? And that's why, being the 200 IQ kind of person I am, I designed a way to make sure that we don't get underage people that definitely works. So, you know, let's pretend that we were to do this, right? You know, my name it's Connor, and let's say I'm under 18. I click under 18 and it simply just ends the application. You're probably too young to read this. I do not date children, sorry. Did you have fun? And then it just ends the application. And then I thought, you know, well, some people are gonna lie, obviously, about their age, because, you know, they're gonna say they're over 18, because, you know, I would if I was like 13. So let's say I'm a 14-year-old girl. I'm smart enough to know what Connor's trying to do here. And so I put over 18. Okay, no worries. Now, phase 2. Serious question. Do you use TikTok? If you do use a TikTok, it'll just it'll end the application. You have failed. Owning a TikTok account is unacceptable. Yeah, you can just press back. That's kind of the major flaw here, but let's just ignore that, okay? Let's say you're honest. So now you know, I'm like, all right, okay. Now this is the final question before you actually get to fill in the application. If Keanu Reeves walked into the room, would I still be the most attractive person to you in that room? Now, no doubt, you know, you're probably gonna lie and you'll put, yeah, of course you're still gonna be the most attractive person. And then it just goes to, I do not date liars. Okay? I don't. Keanu Reeves is the most attractive man on earth, and that's just a fact. And if you can't admit that to me, what else are you gonna lie to me about? You gonna say my videos are good too next? Like, so you put no. And then finally, you get to go to the application. Questions such as, why do you want to be my partner? What qualities do you possess that I would adore? Do you have any talents? Singing, art, cosplay, extreme maths? Please provide any links if possible. Originally, when I had made this form, I didn't expect to get as many people to fill it out, but we got over 3,300 responses. And so I think the only reasonable way we can make solid entertainment out of this is part 1, which is this video, is going to be me going through the applications, and part 2, which should come directly after this, will be me going through and doing the interviews with the people that we chose. And then hopefully we can narrow it down. Maybe there'll be another part, I don't know. Fun fact, Google has been nice enough to provide us the amount of people who have failed. So 20% of people who filled out this form are under 18, and just shy of 700 of these applications therefore are completely useless to us. So then this next step is, do you use TikTok? 97% said no, so then we kicked out another 100. And then if Keanu Reeves walked into the room, would I still be the most attractive man? 84% of people passed this part, so we got rid of another further 416. So we got rid of about 1,000 people overall. So there is only about 2,500 we have to go through. But then, yeah, this is where it starts to kind of go to shit. I say that because this makes me laugh. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. I'm not. No. How the hell do I go through all of these? I'm just gonna have to just go through random numbers here. Your name is January. Okay. Why do you want to be my partner? I've been watching your YouTube vids for like ever, and I love your personality. You're definitely not over 18. This is Alexa. Why do you want to be my partner? I think you're pretty neat. You like anime, which is pretty cool, and it seems like your taste in anime is very nice. Plus, I feel like we could just be the ultimate otaku couple. Kind of made me like throw up a little bit in my mouth there, you know? I don't know about that. Actually, you know what would be funny? How many times is the word sex mentioned? 102. Dick. 37 times, okay. No one put suck dick, okay. Oh, how many times was yaoi said? You guys need to calm your thirst. Let's have a look what people say when they're saying sex. So I can have some of Kermit. He's sexy. Okay, that's fine. Michelle. Why do you want to be my partner? We have a lot in common and we have similar sense of humor. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? I give you views. Duh. Just kidding. I mean, I'm smart and have a stable job and ambition. How do I talk about what you would adore while still sounding humble? You don't. Flex on me. That's the whole point. What are your biggest flaws? I can be too sexual for my own good. Haha. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. Man, listen. Wow. Thank you for that one sentence. You know, for an author, you think you'd know what one sentence means. I'm not sold on that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sold on that. Girlfriend application. Your name. Dio! Why do you want to be my partner? In need of someone to carry my weapons. E.g. lots of knives, occasionally a road roller, extra for plus fresh blood. What qualities do you possess that I adore? It's me, Dio! Do you have any talents? Zewardo. What would be our first and perfect date? Killing Jotaro? What are your biggest flaws? I have no flaws, I am Dio. That's amazing. Briggs all day anime. Why do you want to be my partner? You have a sexy voice and a lot of subs. I'll take it. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? Like to drink and watch the anime? That's about it. Oh, and I'm a dude. I know you're into that yaoi shit. What are your biggest flaws? I had to lie on the TikTok question just to get here. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. If you stop liking me, at least I can open bottles for you. That's pretty good. I want someone on the same level of weird as me. We can collectively share 2 brain cells, and looking at your videos, you'd fit the bill. Wow. Need a video idea? I got you, fam. My mind is filled with crappy content. I am a whiz at mental math and a level 4 dueler. I ended a duel with nothing more than 2 magic cards and a blue eyes white dragon. I don't appreciate liars because you definitely didn't win a duel with 2 magic cards. What do you think? I'm a f***ing idiot? Can do a pretty good Danny DeVito impression. Oh my god, it's that person again with the farts again. Why do you want to be my partner? You wrapped the 4 Kids One Piece rap in one of your videos, and that was enough for me to start watching it. I love One Piece now. I owe you my life. What would be our first and perfect date? I will fly all the way to London to pick you up. Then we will promptly go to Italy to take down my father for his crimes against humanity. Don't worry, he is still weak from my last battle with him. Once he's defeated, I will consume his heart to absorb his powers. And at the end of the night, we end the date by reenacting scenes from the Lizzie McGuire movie and eating spaghetti in the streets of Rome.
What's the word for yes in Italian? Si!
What are your biggest flaws? I have yet to consume my father's heart and absorb all his power. Fair enough. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. I make a mean boba milk tea. Okay, that's pretty compelling, actually. Why do you want to be my partner? I have bad taste. Alright. Rachel, blow me away. Why do you want to be my partner? You are a funny and inspirational person. Watching your videos really makes me laugh. Okay, good start. You complimented me. My ego enjoys that. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? I am a caring, loyal, and a weeb. The 3 best qualities a person can. I mean, a weeb, I don't know. Do you have any talents? I do art and cosplay. You can find my cosplay on Instagram. Alright. Bruh! Is a Diego? Oh my goodness. Okay. We would go to one of my favorite food destinations, Taco Bell. We'd walk in the comfort of the chili building, holding our breath, hoping nacho fries are back again for a limited time. I've never had them. As we look at the menu, finally, nacho fries are back, baby. I have to stop to wipe a tear from my eye. We get an absurd amount of liquid gold nacho cheese to accompany our seasoned fries. I'm unfamiliar with all of this. As well as a 2 Baja blasts. We aren't heathens. What the f*** this? After finishing our meal and possibly Lady and the Tramping an unusually long nacho fry, our date has come to an end. And you look at me, regret filling your eyes. Why did I cheat on Kermit for this? Why do you want to be my partner? I want to clap them cheeks. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? I will clap them cheeks. Do you have any talents? Professional cheek clapper. What are your biggest flaws? There are no cheeks I cannot clap. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. I have nothing else to say, but for real, you coolio. Don't tell my boyfriend. Let me pull them. What the fuck is this? You want to clap my cheeks? Alright, let's get you on call, huh?
Hello?
This is, Connor.
No.
Yes, I'm just calling to ask about your application. You seem to have a fascination on clapping them cheeks, am I correct?
Yes, yes.
I was just wondering if you could explain that a little further.
Just gotta clap them cheeks, huh?
Was my question not straightforward? Could you perhaps explain the process of clapping thy cheeks?
You take the cheek.
Mm-hmm. Whose cheeks? What cheeks? Which part of the cheeks? Please, come on, specify.
The whole cheek. All cheek.
Which cheek now?
Both. I would like to think it's the arse cheeks, you know what I'm saying? And by them cheeks, I very obviously mean your cheeks, yes.
My cheeks?
Yes, yes, yes.
Did I give you permission to do that?
No.
Well then I will expect an apology from you for trying to clap my cheeks.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that? How dare you? You come into my home, as to clap my cheeks, and don't even apologize?
Sometimes those cheeks just need to be clapped, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Why do you want to be my partner? Because I'm a lonely piece of shit? What qualities do you possess that I would adore? Nothing. Do you have any talents? I can watch porn for 9 hours straight. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. My dad left me. What a compelling case. So Claire's application says, what qualities do you possess that I would adore? I spent at least 30 minutes thinking of something to put here. I'm kind of sad now. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. I collect dead birds. Alright, well I'm gonna email you. I wanna see these dead birds. I just sent her saying, pics or it didn't happen. Send me a pic of these dead birds or you're a liar. So Claire, if you send me a pic, we'll put you through. Why do you want to be my partner? In all honesty, that booty though. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind compliment. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? I have a booty as well. Oh, and a very good personality. Would you be willing to do a follow-up interview? If so, include your number. Yes. Motherfucker. Why do you want to be my partner? Why not? You seem kinda cool and got a sexy voice. I seem kind of cool? What qualities do you possess that I would adore? Submissive, got big boobs like mama. Why do you want to be my partner? I think we were meant to be. No pressure. I think the stars aligned so we could but no pressure. But you know, the universe does want it. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? Swag, will laugh at all your jokes, and will leave room for Kermit. Okay. Do you have any talents? Singing. And they've linked me to their Instagram, I think. Ah! It's so good! What are your biggest flaws? I love too hard, care too much, and give so much I never have enough for myself. JK, I sleep a little too much. Alright, okay, good. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. I was visited in a dream by you, and in this dream you told me how much you cared for me, and I felt it in my soul, so that if it came to me willingly, we could live a happy, comfortable life together. And the yeehaw emoji. You know what? Well played. Why do you want to be my partner? You honestly seem like a genuinely good person, your personality is very transparent, it would be fun to hang out, and it would seem like you're both a lover and best friend. Aw, sweet. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? I really like your laugh, it sounds like you're genuinely happy, and it makes me smile too. Aw. What are your biggest flaws? I'm chubby, and sometimes I can't really express myself as much as I would want to, and I guess I can be annoying when I'm bored. Oh, I don't think being chubby is a flaw. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. Well, I guess I would be the obvious choice. It would be your choice, I guess, but I'll treat you well. You know what? That's very sweet of you.
You've got mail.
I got a response from the email. What the f***? You actually do collect dead birds? What the f***? What the f***? Why the f*** do you collect dead birds? Let's ask you right now.
Hello?
What the f*** is those, the dead birds in a jar?
Oh my god! Because my cat brings them to me.
What, so you just keep them as trophies?
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute! You have a decapitated... Wait, hold up. Cute? Let me get that one picture again. You have a decapitated bird in one of your photos. What?
It's the head, and then it's the claws, too.
Look at
You
that!
can see the claws behind
What
it.
is this? That poor bird!
They were already dead.
Okay, so when your, like, parents die, you're just gonna decapitate them and put them in a jar on show?
Well, I hope to.
You hope? What the fuck? I disapprove of your hobby, let me just say that.
Thank you.
What? No, that's not a compliment! I'm not into this, and I have to reject your girlfriend application.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry about that.
Why are you sorry?
Oh, because, like, I'm such an amazing person, you know?
Kimberly Cat. Why do you want to be my partner? Act and do voiceover, watch anime, and I have all the Muppet Show on DVD from the 70s, plus bond over acting and all that other shit. I also think you're a pretty cool guy, and I'm not a super fan girl, I just enjoy the content you put out. Alright, smooth. Wow, this is an absolute essay, Jesus. Alright. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? I have extreme shortness. I do like short girls, I do. I'm pretty cute, not to toot my own horn, plus I'm obsessed with Kermit the Frog. I dressed as a slutty Kermit the Frog this past Halloween. If you look at my Instagram, did you actually do this? What about this is slutty? I accidentally liked it. Alright, well, she knows now. Okay. Do you have any talents? I sing, act, do not dance. I should specify that. I wouldn't have, like, just assumed, but she's like, I sing, act, I do not dance. What are your biggest flaws? Roast time, baby. I'm the worst overthinker. I'm loud, I talk way too much. I can't do loud people. In one sentence, explain why you are the obvious choice. Well, what is that? Well, this is not a sentence. Come on. Well, with my flaws, because I'm human, I'm very kind-hearted, patient, very passionate about my work, and usually very loyal to people and my work. Empathetic is what my friend says about me, and also that I'm very adventurous. We both like the same thing very much, and it would be cool to work on the same platform. I'm sold on the slutty Kermit, but here's what we're gonna do first of all, right? We're gonna take your application, we're gonna say it. Fantastic. Right, let's get to work, shall we? Act and do voiceover. Act, comma, voiceover. Alright. The Muppet Show. Very simple. Come on, basic mistake. Comma. Whoa, I nearly did my water over. Act. Not voice acting. Where is the full stop? Even if it's a school musical. What the f*** is a school musical? Alright, there we go. So I just took her thing apart and just gave her a bit of a report card on the whole situation. So we'll save that and we'll send that to her. Just let her know, you know. What is your name? Whatever you want, daddy. God. I f***ing hate this. Banshee, why do you want to be my partner? Weeb husband with a following? Yes, please. What qualities do you possess that I would adore? Boobs. Alright. Singing, bruh. Classical. A beer at a bar. Talking and having fun. Then anal. Huh. There are so many applications. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna end this video here. And the next part is gonna be, I don't know, like 5 to 10 people. We're gonna be interviewing them and narrowing it down so that we have at least 1 or 2 that we're gonna say is our future date. I don't know. This is the dumbest video idea ever. If you guys want to see what happens, you better hit that subscribe button and put notifications bell on, because the next video I'm going to upload is going to be the next part to this. So do that. And if you want to support me, please do share the videos around, like, comment, all that bullshit, and check out my Patreon. That's how I can afford to waste all my time doing this stuff. But without further ado, I will see you beautiful weebs on the next episode of me being an absolute idiot. So bye. My life, dude.